From the halls of power in Canada to the trading floors of Wall Street, from Washington's political maneuvering to a high-stakes Supreme Court battle, major events are shaping the world today. Markets are reeling, policies are shifting, and global alliances are being tested. As the headlines unfold, we break down what it all means for you. Let's dive in. Canada has a new leader. Mark Carney, the newly elected head of the Liberal Party and soon-to-be Prime Minister, has made his stance on U.S.-Canada relations clear. In his first official speech after securing 85.9% of the party vote, Carney pledged to maintain tariffs on U.S. goods until the United States treats Canada, in his words, with respect. Carney warned that Canada is ready for any trade conflict, likening it to a hockey match, and vowed to seek out new trade partners who are, as he put it, reliable. Financial markets took a hit on Monday after President Donald Trump addressed concerns about a possible U.S. recession. The Dow Jones plummeted nearly 800 points, the S&P 500 fell by more than 2.5%, and the Nasdaq took a nearly 4% hit as tech giants faced heavy losses. Apple, Microsoft, Alphabet, Amazon, Nvidia, and Meta all saw declines, while Tesla dropped more than 10% midday. Trump, speaking on Fox News, described the economic downturn as part of a necessary transition and assured Americans that wealth would return to the country, though he acknowledged the potential for disruption. Major financial institutions, including J.P. Morgan Chase and Goldman Sachs, have adjusted their recession forecasts in response. Lori Chavez DeRemer, a former one-term congresswoman from Oregon, has officially joined President Trump's cabinet as Secretary of Labor. The Senate confirmed her appointment in a 67-32 vote, with 17 Democrats in support and 3 Republicans opposed. Chavez DeRemer's ties to labor unions set her apart from many Republicans, earning her endorsements from over 20 union organizations. However, her previous support for the PRO Act, a pro-union bill, came under scrutiny during her confirmation hearings. While she later distanced herself from the bill, critics remain skeptical about her stance on labor policies. Her confirmation marks a historic moment, making her the first Oregonian to serve in a presidential cabinet since the Reagan administration. As Congress faces a looming government shutdown deadline on March 14th, House Republicans have unveiled a 99-page spending bill aimed at keeping federal agencies funded through the end of the fiscal year. The proposed legislation includes $892.5 billion for defense and $708 billion for non-defense spending. It also allocates $6 billion for veterans' health care and the largest pay increase for junior enlisted service members in over 40 years. However, the bill excludes funding for community projects and omits key provisions to protect programs like Medicaid. With a razor-thin Republican majority in the House and a divided Senate, the fate of the bill remains uncertain. The U.S. Supreme Court has agreed to review Colorado's ban on conversion therapy for minors, reigniting debates over free speech and state regulation. The case, brought by licensed counselor Kaylee Chiles, challenges the law on First Amendment grounds, arguing that it restricts voluntary discussions between therapists and patients. Colorado officials maintain that the state has the authority to regulate medical treatment. The ruling could have broad implications, as over 20 states have enacted similar bans. The case follows another high-profile legal battle concerning transgender health care, signaling the court's growing interest in state-level medical regulations. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy has rescinded Biden-era memos prioritizing infrastructure resilience against climate change. In a Monday press release, Duffy criticized the previous administration for overstepping its authority, calling the policies an attempt to impose a radical social and environmental agenda. The rescinded memos had encouraged states to invest in infrastructure projects designed to withstand extreme weather and modernize transportation systems. With these changes, the Department of Transportation is shifting its focus toward critical infrastructure projects that move people and commerce safely. New revelations from a former Facebook executive suggest that the social media giant once explored cooperating with the Chinese government to censor content and potentially share user data. Sarah Wynne Williams, a former global public policy director at Facebook, claims that Mark Zuckerberg considered suppressing viral posts until they could be reviewed by Chinese authorities. In a new book and a whistleblower complaint, Wynne Williams alleges that Facebook went to great lengths to appease Beijing, even providing in-depth technical insights to Chinese officials. While Facebook ultimately never entered the Chinese market, these revelations raise fresh concerns about the company's global business ethics and its past dealings with authoritarian governments. In New York, a federal judge has temporarily blocked the deportation of Mahmoud Khalil, a Palestinian activist and former Columbia University student. Khalil, who was arrested by federal immigration authorities over the weekend, is accused of violating his visa status. His detention has sparked protests in Manhattan, with demonstrators demanding his release and voicing broader concerns over Trump's crackdown on pro-Palestinian activism on college campuses. The court has scheduled a hearing for Wednesday to determine his legal status and whether he will be removed from the United States. That's all for tonight's news update. Thank you for joining us. We'll continue to monitor these stories and bring you the latest developments. Stay safe, stay informed, and have a good night. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update.